China has agreed to address three key concerns of India in areas such as rare earths, fertilizers, and tunnel boring machines. The assurances was given by Foreign Minister Wang Yi during his meeting with External Affairs Minister Jaishankar on Monday. The assurances come ahead of an expected visit by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to China later this month for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit. Jaishankar had raised India's concerns during his meeting with Wang Yi. The two countries, he added, now seek to move ahead following a difficult period in ties. A number of topics were on the agenda during the Jaishankar-Wang Yi meet, including economic ties, border trade, connectivity, and river data sharing. The assurances by Wang Yi come as imports of these goods from China have been impacted in the last year. For example, China was the largest source of urea during the 2023-2024 financial year and for a few years previous to that. Urea is a key crop nutrient used by farmers in India. In June 2024, Beijing restricted the export of urea globally. In that year, that is 2023-2024 financial year, India imported roughly $774 million worth of urea from China, according to data from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. However, in the last financial year, that is 2024 to 2025, India's urea imports from Beijing fell to around $42.8 million due to China's curbs on exports. Earlier this year, Beijing did not remove the restrictions for the export of urea to India when it did so for other countries. It was first reported last week that China has moved to remove these restrictions of the export of urea to India. On rare earth elements, Beijing has been tightening its export regime as its trade war with the US heated up. The China-US trade war severely impacted the export of rare earth elements to other countries, especially India. Rare earth elements are critical components of green technologies and India's transition to cleaner energy systems. In April this year, for example, China placed restrictions on the export of several critical magnets, a key resource for manufacturing of advanced technologies, including electric vehicles, wind turbines, and MRI machines, which was perceived to be in retaliation to President Donald Trump's steep tariffs on Beijing. China is the largest manufacturer of a number of critical minerals, including magnets, as highlighted earlier. The export restrictions led to the US and China working out a trade framework a couple of months ago in June to reduce trade tensions to ensure the flow of these important goods. At the end of last year, at least 3 German-made tunnel boring machines used for infrastructure projects such as building the bullet train in India were held by Chinese authorities. The lack of clearance given for the export of such machines has impacted India's infrastructure projects. The meeting between the Indian and Chinese leadership comes at a time when ties between New Delhi and Washington DC have hit a rough patch. US President Donald Trump has taken aim at India's continued oil purchases from Russia, asserting that New Delhi has been funding Moscow's war machine. Trump imposed tariffs of up to 50% on India earlier this month, which is one of the highest of any of the US's trading partners. As stated earlier, Prime Minister Modi is expected to make his first visit to China since 2018 later this month to attend the Heads of State Summit of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization at Tianjin on 31st August and 1st September. Wang Yi's visit to Delhi will likely finalize the agenda of Modi's visit to China. That is all for me today. For more such news and analysis, subscribe below.